Laundry. I have 6 kids, 8 people in my family, and we have to do laundry all the time. It is the never-ending saga of my life. Laundry. There's no way to complete the task. There's always dirty laundry. And laundry has always been a bit of a misery to me. I've never enjoyed doing it, and I've never enjoyed kind of the clothing world in general. That is until something magical happened. I saw a YouTube video of a mother who has 10 kids. She's a bit of a minimalist. She's vegan, which I am not vegan. And she seems to have laundry like tackled. Like she took that beast down, stabbed it, killed it. She's rocking it, okay? Now, we don't kind of live the same lifestyle she does, so I had to tweak it, change it, and think through it. But man, I got some fantastic ideas from her. And from her ideas and from kind of Andrew and I talking through our life and what we need with our 6 kids and with Andrew and I and the way we live our life, we've come up with our linen laws. But here's how I keep on top of clothes in general in our house and laundry and linens in general. And I have to say, I have 8 people in our house. That means that I have 7 beds. And we have clean sheets every single week without fail. All my kids' sheets are cleaned every week, which is pretty amazing and seemingly impossible. But with this system and this way of doing laundry, I have really gotten on top of laundry. I enjoy it now. It's not difficult. And I want to share with you the magic that's made our house easier to handle laundry. Magic solution I saw on YouTube. Yes, we all go to YouTube for all sorts of cool things. Well, I saw a woman who has 10 kids and she keeps on top of her laundry. She's a bit of a minimalist. And you know, minimalism, I think we could all be a little bit more minimal. Andrew and I thought through our clothing and the linen in our house and what we need to function and be blessed as opposed to burdened. And from that thinking and musing and kind of trying to figure things out, we've come up with our linen laws. So I thought I would share them with you today. Hey, maybe you might take something fun away from this, or maybe you just might be entertained by a woman who has to do basically 3 to 8 loads of laundry a day and does it without it being a burden. Anyways, here's our linen laws. Okay, our linen laws. Rule number 1, we have limited the number of clothing colors that we allow in our home in general. What does it mean to limit the number of clothing colors? So we have restricted the clothing that we purchase to be a few colors. This makes washing easy. It also helps to put some restrictions on what is allowed to come in through my front door. Because when you have 6 kids, a lot of people will give you hand-me-downs, and they have saved my life so many times when it comes to clothes because clothing is so expensive. But when you limit the type of clothes you bring into your house, whatever colors you like or whatever limitation you want to put on it, it really helps when you're just kind of walking through the store and you see something, oh, that's so cute, I'll buy this, but you don't really need it. It also makes laundry easy and you can wash your clothes so much better because come on, we all know we need to be separating darks, lights, blacks, colors, dark colors, light colors, textures of clothing if we want to wash our clothes so that they last the longest. Well, what we've done is we've limited our family to gray, black, white, jeans, and we allow blues and pinks depending on, if you want a little bit of splash of color. And we have found it has made all the difference. Kind of rules number 2 is really revolutionary to me. Throw away stained and dirty clothes and towels. In my kitchen, I use these white face washer rags for everything. And every time I open my drawer to take one out, I kind of got this sad, I don't want to say depressed, but just I'm a terrible mom. Oh, because they were stained and they were nasty. And when I started these linen laws, I chucked them all in the bin. And I got brand new white ones and started to clean them in a better way so that they actually stay clean. Every time I open my drawer to get a rag, I think, oh, I am rocking it. Look at these bright white clean rags. You know what? We need to throw away things that make us sad. And you know what? I think stained laundry and stained clothing on our children just makes us sad. It makes us feel, I think it makes us feel a bit like bad parents, or like we're just not cleaning our kids' clothes properly. And in reality, we're not. And that's why a lot of these stains don't come out. And sometimes I think it's just the type of clothes, they just don't clean up. Like that wonderful sport wicking material, have you ever tried? Those things get so stained and nasty in our house. I don't know, they're gone. I tried it, but the kids always just look like a mess. White clothing. When you have 6 kids, everyone will tell you white is crazy. White is awesome when it's all white. And so rule number 3, I soak whites at night. White shirt or white anything and it's all white, you can soak it and it comes out bright white and clean the next day. So each night I just throw in my sink there, I put a tub and I fill it with hot water and I put OxiClean in it, and if I need to I put bleach if it's really disgusting. And another tip and trick I'll tell you is that dishwashing detergent, like the powdered stuff, even though it's not toxic free, if you have some really nasty grease food stains, comes out. Yeah, it's awesome. You should try it. Anyways, I soak my whites at night, and then the next morning, first thing in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning when I get up, I just dump it in the washing machine and it starts washing, and my whites come out bright. Another thing that I never grew up doing because I lived in America in parts of the country where it just wasn't a thing that was done is to hang your clothes in the sun. I will have stained white clothes and I will hang it in the sun. Guess what? By the time I pull it in, there's no stains on it. The sun has done its magic and the clothes are white. So I put my kids, my toddlers are predominantly wearing white shirts, and you know what? They look cleaner than they ever have in their multicolored shirts. So soak your whites, have it be a routine. I do it every night. Just chuck it in, let it soak overnight, and the next day, all the stains come out. They're washed away. Number 4, separate, separate, separate. I never thought I could manage this until we limited our clothing color and the way I run my laundry room. And now I do. I separate all my laundry and everything comes out so much cleaner and the clothing materials last better. So, separating laundry. And lastly, I don't ever put any type of heat on any, whether it's the dryer or an iron, the heat is not touching anything that has a stain, because guess what? It may, like if you have a pair of gray pants, they may have a little bit of that a kid has on it, and I don't feel like soaking it for 4 days. So I just dry it on the line in the sun, they wear it again, and the next time I wash it, I soak it. It comes up clean. So don't ever put any heat, dryer or iron on a stain. And that's my linen laws. So now I basically have a laundry line that's predominantly white because I now have all white towels, all white linens, and all white bed sheets. So whether that's a fitted sheet or a top sheet, we don't use top sheets, but everything comes up pristine in the sun. It's winter time here right now, which means it doesn't get much sun. So laundry is a little bit more of a struggle for me, but it's manageable. Now let's talk sheets. Sheets. Keeping our family's sheets clean has always been a struggle for me. I have never found it easy to make sure their sheets are cleaned. Everybody will tell you, have different opinions on how often you should wash your sheets. You know, should it be every day? Should it be every week? Should it be, you know, should you air out your mattress? Reality is, unless you have major allergies or issues that you're dealing with, I think there's a little flexibility and we don't need to be so germophobic that we're terrified. But I always wanted to be able to wash my kids and my family's sheets once a week. Now this was the impossible task for me for years and years and years. And then I introduced these linen laws. Well, it had to be white. I couldn't have mixed colors. So I chucked all their sheets and I went and bought IKEA's basic white sheet and pillowcases. And so now I have 2 tubs in my linen closet. This is now my linen closet. I have a stack of white towels and I have 2 tubs for our sheets and pillowcases. They're pretty empty because I've just washed them. So that's for pillowcases, and this is for sheets. The reason they're empty is because they're on the line being washed. I have one tub down here for guests' sheets. I have an extra kind of set of towels and sheets for guests. Bath mat and an extra blanket, and that's it. So what I've done by buying 2 sets of sheets and 2 pillowcases for every bed is on Fridays when we wash our sheets, we get up in the morning and everybody just strips off their dirty sheets, puts it in the laundry basket, and then puts on a clean sheet and a clean pillowcase. And then I have 2 loads of white laundry. I basically just did that. Might get done the same day. If I do sheets, I normally have about 8 loads that day. But if I do my sheets, they get done whenever, but it doesn't matter because the beds are all made. And it's easy to handle. I don't have a ton of mismatched sheets. I literally only have 2 sheets, 2 plain white sheets, 2 plain white pillowcases. And then once every other week, we wash their duvet covers. Everybody's duvet covers get washed. The kids got to pick their duvet covers, so they are still colored. And I couldn't really afford to make a change. Everything like duvet covers are like $50, $60 each. So when you have 6 kids, that adds up pretty quickly. So we kept them having their individual duvet covers that don't really fit into our color categories, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Once every 2 weeks, we wash a whole bunch of colored duvets. No big deal. A little bit more complicated though, because you have to wait to put them back on, which is what I think is one of the hardest things about sheets, is when it kind of seems to mess up your whole day, and your whole day seems consumed with sheets and washing and putting the sheets back on and all of that mess. But not for us anymore. It literally takes us 10 minutes to change all the sheets, and then when they're done drying, I fold them up and put them back in those tubs, and we're done and dusted. Easy as. Even with 8 people in my house, I now don't mind laundry so much. I love seeing a clean white line. I think it's so beautiful, the artwork of it all. Anyways, not everyone's gonna enjoy that. But even with 8 people, I now am on top of laundry. It doesn't seem like a burden. And with this system in place, it works really well. We've been doing this for a while now. We love it. The kids love the simplicity of their closets. My children love the simplicity of their closets, and I think we could actually take it next step and make it even more simple. Like the boys just have jeans and gray sweatpants, white t-shirts, singlets, underwear, and belts. And then they do have some play clothes and some khakis down here, khakis, which he just doesn't wear. I need to just get rid of them. And they have night clothes that they wear. We haven't really replaced everything to fit the system precisely, only because it's just a bit expensive. But we're gradually getting there, and the kids are just loving it. So like I said, really simple swim clothes, whites, singlets, socks, some shirts, and I don't think there's much in here. Yep, jeans, sweatpants, night clothes. What's down here? Exercise clothes, gray shirts, black pants, and she has a pair of khaki shorts. So they've got some church shirts or nicer shirts to wear. Anyways, the simplicity has really made our children's lives easier. They love it. They keep their drawers clean like this all the time. And laundry's a breeze.